same thing, and you're like, I'm still doing it. And then you are like, holy shit, I want, like, a few more times, you're like, I want to see you and sit this up.
It is, that's 100% true.
Yeah.
And then you start mouthing the words.
Yeah, you know the stuff, like, our engaged your team, and people would come in just to watch him.
You know what's happening? It's like, that's so good. Right.
And that always laughs everybody.
First time he says it, nobody laughed. Now it's like all of us are like,
yeah, guys play, any pop,
And now all of a sudden,
that's just, he's just so
artistic fucking
yeah, I mean, he's pulling when school humping is done the right way, especially if you have violence in your DNA, close on video, and all that stuff, like, you're just asking questions. When you do that, it's like,
the stool's almost all of them. Alright. Top 250 hamburger. Bob has been used as a young choppy for not being white, so that's why it's racism all day. I actually feel sorry for him for holding on to that trauma. Turn it upside down. He's the Shakespeare of comedy, my fellow cats. It's an art. Two bros, one stool. Lando, shout out to you. We already saw this one. Maybe you can hire. Maybe you can hire post my hits too. So this is the guy that made the website.
oh shit.
Let's see what we got. Dishwasher.
25. A Grand Commando unit was served papers for a crime they probably did commit. These men promptly escaped accountability to a mansion in Texas. They survive as soldiers of stolen valor. You have a problem. If no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the B-team.
You ever watched 18 growing up? I think it was like a little bit, even though reruns were a little bit out of my time.
Yeah, but I was very bad. Chris Martin is my boy. Okay, posted by Administrative Fund 10. Yeah, just not it. That is the worst.
I like that they put her as the guy.
Bring it to attention.
It's just one word song.
Right? If we had a media that was worth
I tried
the
to
new
for
media, or the
18,000
media,
for my brother.
legacy left-wing media, the new right-wing media,
So that one.
if they did their job,
Sure.
it created enough pressure while the MCG model company in Israel is running today, there would be enough public pressure to get it shut down, right? And now Israel would have so much ag on its base that it would.
Oh yeah, so you always know that. You're in the
Yeah, they told me that when she posted that they were all.
Nobody will. Worry about damn Gino.
You get DMs about it.
You're like so
God's island monster.
Alright, so this is about zero again. BC added it again. You want to guess which shopping is going to use? This is approximately 10 days ago. So I don't think
Daddy's never has to come out yet. Here's my dad.
no, he's not. That's what you guys.
Why not? You know, go long.
I'm gonna say what are we doing here for 8 inches photo alert. I'm gonna make my 3 choices.
When you say gimmicky submissions, are you referencing the Mackenzie case?
That's also that's another dodge. You didn't have to only have a front leg set it up. You could just jump and then climb. That's you do that mistake by a lot of guys. It's actually very, very effective. You get my point. I'm just saying, this penalty for it is a point and or DQ. It's not intelligently defending itself. Building height is intelligent defense. Do you think? What do you think? Do you think there's another one? Or just secret?
I think I'm gonna go secret.
Okay. Damn, I feel like there's something worse.
Oh, hell yeah, but then again, they control the media.
Yeah,
The way
there's
Pepsi
something
is
Joe Rogan
he was
will ever
looking for
work on at all. To be fair, we got Dana White reacting to the fact that
Shout out to BCD.
Yes, thank you.
Who's this man? He should rehire BGL to never let him know his next moves. Get tidbits. Alright, yes, the guy says because Tim's allegation is very long. By haphazard. Let's see if this is interesting. And if not, then we'll go to Mexico. I'm going to Mexico City to open a raccoon tweet page. Please tell people in the city about us.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll transcribe this to Mexican for them. Yep.
I don't try to post it twice, but it's easier to run this. Yeah. Alright, this is Tim Kennedy referring to, what would you say, Kellen? Referring to the Tim's done, like, let's not get off track here. So, Tim is apologizing for elaborating things that...
Yeah, one of the things he said when he did a podcast, and he was playing with his dog, whatever, and they said, hey, you want a bronze star with a feet? And he said, yeah, and they said, what was the story? He goes, pretty easy, I shot a bad guy, and then he shot back, and that was it, or whatever. And
if a dog was attacking me and somebody asked me like what I wanted from Chipotle, I would get my order right. You know what I mean? Yeah. White rice, black beans, chicken. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I would be like whatever you want. You know?
No, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
I like the idea of using that as an excuse. Like, he's like, hey, you got, like, well, I lied about cheating on you, but I was like petting our dog. If you had asked when our cute, beautiful dog, then we would have to share one of us keys.
I was told those 2 hours ago that we were talking about earlier in space.
I'm keeping the dog.
So Trump's Brassy said 2 hours ago, so now he's attacking my wife.
Yeah, I got Valor.
Maybe someone knows that she's actually the one who suggested I ask Pam Bondi.
You said it. It's not like you misheard
get phase 2
right?
of Epstein.
You said that you got
no more
the bronze star with Valor,
they
but
say
you
the rest is history.
very
And then
easy.
Donald Trump, he writes on Truth Social, I guess.
And
The spokesman
then
confirmed.
what
He said
people have to understand is, after that, people would always say, you want a bronze star with a feet on Fox and stuff like that. He would always correct you.
Can you look up what a bronze star with a...
Yeah, so I'll tell you what, I really don't do that with my dog.
Nevertheless, he is an absolutely terrible and unreliable.
So Rachel Medlar,
Or maybe
and then there's
even
the Silver
worse.
Cross. Forgive me, guys. I think that you and I should do this about this. So Tim's a friend of mine. Hold on, but
Let's stay on track with what exactly he's in trouble for.
Okay, so
He's from the V device, awarded service members act as
Yeah, the same exactly. I'm telling you, I'm not doing a bit. We are becoming this. And I'm actively trying to do something.
I'll tell you what, we are becoming this time every single day.
Well, you say that now, man.
heroism, especially for actions involving direct participation, combat with an enemy of the United States. So this signifies that the individual performed an act of valor,
Of honor. Random thought, I can't get over that chili name, but he gave himself a name.
The chat is also fucking becoming shot. Look at what Mark Ramirez wrote.
That's part of the carve out.
My girl got a beat.
My girl got a beat of that. I transferred to him too. It's good. Everyone should Zesty City.
demonstrating
Never wearing flip flops, dude. I'm never wearing slides. I'm never bleaching my hair.
Some of these things are great ideas, though. You wearing flip-flops is hilarious. Bleaching your hair is something I literally suggested to you as I came into your apartment this day.
That was the first. You didn't say hi.
Yeah, you already done to bleach your hair as you're walking up.
You're making a thing about it. You literally was the first.
I did say that. We also suggested, was it on the Patreon? We suggested that.
Because they're going to say yes.
I know they want us to do it, but I mean, it's probably. Well, I suggested that we watch The Gringo Poppy for 24 hours straight. So, like, I think we calculated that that's 55 times. So we would just watch The Gringo Poppy all day long, from Saturday at noon to Sunday at noon. And, you know, like what the chat would be live and all that, but it's like a Mr. Beast kind of thing. These are the things I think about.
I thought those were kissy faces.
I would enjoy it. I wish that was I thought my job would be the happiest man on earth. You clock in, you watch Gringo Poppy all day long. Clock out, go home, watch Gringo Poppy again. I gotta learn the whole thing too. I didn't give up on that.
Tell them the truth, dude. Donald Trump did something was like, we need you to watch the Gringo Poppy for 24 hours.
Oh yeah. He wants us to talk about this so you don't find out about Epstein.
Yeah.
But I'm okay as long as you join the Patreon.
Dude, we're gonna. So should we? I don't want to ask because obviously they want us to.
You can do a poll. It doesn't matter.
It's gonna be not if we should do it or not though. It's gonna be will we survive 24 hours?
Because when I did the first 10 minutes of the Gringo Poppy, also on the Patreon, it was difficult to do, and I questioned, doing it. That's actually honestly one of the hardest things anyone's ever had to do. And I got a bronze Star Wars D for that. But when I did it, first D.
Oh my bad, I didn't
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think they.
I didn't do the first part.
Yeah. I mean, literally got that medal. So, but like when I did it, and I'm happy that people enjoyed it. The first video was public, and I got comments. And it wasn't enough. I needed more luck.
I don't really know what you make the past 2 hours. Now I feel like I want to do it because it's like a challenge.
You can do that in your sleep. It would be the easiest thing I've ever done. 24 hours of sleep is easy. You don't know, I'm talking about 24 hours watching Obviously, people would have to bring me food and drinks and stuff like that. Maybe DoorDash stuff to us. If the chat could DoorDash, people in the chat we trust can DoorDash to a location we give you. I would accept that.
So 15% says the rules don't do it.
There's another one.
We need to get Cooney his Rolex so he can Topify Philly. Yes. Dave is thinking like everyone should.
All right, let's see how much more we can do.
Richard Bravery under fire. The V device is attached to the Bronze Star medal. It's a ribbon execution from a Bronze Star warrior.
So let me give you can I give it to you? Because I actually looking at this. A Bronze Star is kind of like, so a lot of people get Bronze Stars. Even lawyers get Bronze Stars in the military, from what I understand. It's almost like I've heard Special Forces guys say it's almost like a participation medal. You know, you get it for good conduct. There's a lot of V's. So a V is when you have demonstrated valor in combat. It is a combat medal. Okay. And one of the things you'll see is reading how many combat medals you have. Okay. So a V device. Sometimes you can be awarded a Silver Star. Look this up, I think. And it'll be demoted as a Bronze Star with a V device. When you get an award for valor, you have to have 2 corroborated witnesses, expert witnesses who are there and saw.
Gotcha.
Okay? So the thing about these special forces
actually said
about 8 years ago on a podcast, he said that and then we should say that he was introduced as somebody with a V device, I guess, and he did correct the record several times.
It feels like Brian's describing Cooney, and he's like, he did say he has violence in his teeth. I'm not sure if you want to fight him.
I mean, yeah, that's what you should probably be telling them.
For about 3 years, they've been doing a show for 10 minutes a week, watching us do these contests. And he did their shop the whole time. I was like,
He said, what is TBC? They search, they Google search. It stands for what? 10 minutes of shop? With a V device?
Okay, so it was that time he said it. He's got to take responsibility for it, which he has. Because at the end of the day, if you said it, you said it. My thing with this is,
let's go back to Tim's before you do your
I want to take full unequivocal responsibility for a serious mistake. Over the years, I made public statements and gave interviews on which I untouched misstated aspects of my military service. Most notably, I tried to record that I had an awarded monster fell. That is not true, and there's no excuse for it. I never received an honor, and I deeply regret never suggesting otherwise. That kind of recognition is sacred. It represents extraordinary courage under fire, acts of risk across lives. To those who are in their families, posted on, I offer my sincere and direct apology. When I say disrespect to service, I take full ownership. I was never extended to the public eye. When I was prepared for the pressure became limited. That was the top. I should know better. Integrity is not situational, and I felt the whole stand to back to the military and such communities, especially those who serve in combat and want to be loved. I am deeply sorry. I know that many of you know you had a right to expect more from me than I did not to that. This apology is not the end. It's the beginning. I committed to be both just not flesh, physical accountability, and ongoing service to the community. I misrepresented myself. I'm no longer speaking about my service the way that others speak out my action. Didn't know my work because the truth is very true. I understand that words alone don't feel the short draws. Only time and action will. Thank you for those who held me accountable. I will do my best to honor that accountability from this point forward.
Now, let me say this before you go. So what's going to happen is the government and the military are going to look into Tim's actual accomplishments. This is what's going to happen, especially this week. They're going to look into it, and they'll reveal some of it. Hopefully, they talk about how things
the ultimate sign of respect and achievement in life is that one of your friends reads out your apology on a podcast. That's what I'm hoping for someday. I'll have some kind of apology that Miguel or both men will have to read on a podcast.
I do have a purple star DoorDash. I'm going to go to the restroom.
All right, yeah, I'll talk to you. Yeah. What's up, guys? How are you doing? What are we doing here? I'm asking you a random question I've never asked anyone before. How many chicks do you guys fuck? Put your number in the chat. How many chicks that you fuck? Put your number in the chat now. How many chicks do you fuck? LPJ27. That's the fucking hero. Put how many chicks you fuck in the chat. Please, can you guys read my golf resignation letter? Damn, that's funny. Dude, Gerardo should have written like a resignation letter after he got fired. That would be hilarious. If you don't know, Gerardo was fired from the golf course. And yet, we still got to play there because he's the fight that 66 is a clever answer. For how many chicks you fuck, because that's also the number that Papa picked, and it's the number that Yasso picked. Oh shit! Oh yeah, MNXD.
Like 7 chicks.
7 chicks. That's good. That's a good number. Don't get off track now, Cooney. What were we talking about? I already forgot. I also said 0 chicks. Cooney, do you guys like a more relaxed schedule? Yeah, dude. The schedule is better because there's more clips to watch. Also, we were recording every day. Every night. And now we record 3 days in a row, which is a lot, but it's also not very much. And it's also the biggest question is always, how do we fit in there? How do we fit in that thing? Yeah, the songs I'm trying to get the song back. My idea is maybe songs that,
it's not me, it's the team.
Yeah, we argue with the team a lot. And it's like, you go back and forth with the team, and the team makes some good points, and then they're mad at you because you blame them for everything.
We've always worked on doing the songs again. It's just, we took a break from the songs.
I kind of want to do songs that aren't shot, or like they're about specific things. Same thing, but about different stuff.
What's it called? It's dangerous peeing on a live stream, because then people are like, did you wash your hands, this and that. So I need you to do me a favor. Can you smell my hand? No. But I want them to know I lost them, dude. I'm a songbird. Sorghum bird. Is that Trey Young? T Young? Your team is fire. Good to hear, man.
Barbara, please stop hurting Jay.
I pissed in the sink and then I washed my hands in the toilet. Taylor should put his 2 weeks in now.
You would have been funny if you had written a resignation letter to the golf course.
24 hours to get this happen. That's gonna be rough.
Yeah, I'm sure all those attorneys, we're going to need a lot of money.
We're gonna keep you busy. The Sorghum bird stuff was hilarious and hysterical. Songs about Adam Ray.
That's fine. Yeah.
Cool. But I feel like it would have been clutch if we came in this week. What's it called? If we didn't stand.
Oh, yeah. It's always tough. It's like, because that stuff is happening so fast in the Bopaverse. We did, and it's like, oh, can we do that song since it's relevant? Like when that fucking band did they said Blockbuster? What was that band?
Portugal the Man.
Portugal the Man. And again, like I gotta get over this kind of shit, but I was angry that they didn't even say anything. We did. It's like we did a big fucking thing. Get you guys to say something, you don't say it.
Yes, for cowbells. Jasmine, you don't even know what cowbell is. You don't know what you're asking for.
You don't know what you're in for. Nobody knows who you are.
You're gonna ask for cowbell and you're not gonna like what you get. It's gonna be different. Fucking what's his name? Christopher Walken.
I do cowbell. I do cowbell.
And what's going to happen is you're going to find out that he's not Superman, that he's Batman. And he's still a badass. So you're looking to take down Superman.
Neither of them would lie.
Yeah, that's a funny analogy. As if Superman or Batman had lied about that one.
If Batman was playing with his dog,
That is a
he
baby.
would just willy-nilly do a podcast and lie.
Batman probably would be.
You're right.
Yeah, but the baby
It's funny. No, that's hilarious. But can you imagine, like, you're hanging out with Batman, and you're like, man, Batman is so cool. And then he's like, hey, by the way, I was in Vietnam. And you're like, you're in Vietnam?
Oh, Rockstar was shit.
I fucking shot. Superman's like, yeah, I was in the war and I was just killing everyone. I didn't know who I killed. Like, that doesn't sound like Superman.
This is Little St. James.
Cowbell was the star of the show. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna play this Cal Elizabeth Marsden. Where is she?
She's pissing herself laughing somewhere. It's hard for me to like. I know I like cowbell, but it's hard for me to believe that cowbell is really like it because it's so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So I'm like, I just don't know if you guys actually want cowbell.
That's a victim. That's a naked picture of a kid.
I want to know if cowbell would be good on stage too. I still want to kind of try cowbell.
Other people's feelings.
Look, there's only one way to find out.
There's a lot of stuff in our that we talked about, or at least I talked about. Have I done it yet? Not yet. Someone has got to keep the ideas. Where's Janae? Janae's got to write down these ideas. I got to get her a Instagram. Let's the
That's when they were so
back up.
I'm gonna keep the chat open and watch the videos.
You're going to find out you're actually finding Batman, which is still pretty fucking good. That's what's going to happen.
There's a picture. Are you a dad as well?
What would be good for us and prudent for you and I, civilians, is to not comment on any get involved in this military stuff.
I'll die on a hill for Tim Kennedy.
Yeah, me too. I love it.
Now, when it comes to the nooks and crannies of military, I have to just find out what a fucking disease is. I don't know that lingo. I've sure as fuck never experienced any of it. I don't have a background.
That's how I feel. It's like I don't.
I talk about Tim.
You gotta remember, these are liars.
We watch them all with Graves at a Mexican show. Of course, we're
That's a good point, I guess.
They're reaching it.
You guys are trying to take down Superman, and what's gonna unfold is you're like, holy shit, he's not Superman, he's fucking Batman, which is still pretty fucking impressive.
I would say this about Tim is I know Tim as a civilian, and I've known Tim a long time as you have. And I've spent a lot of time with Tim.
I know Tim as a civilian, not a war fighter. I know Tim as a professional athlete for a very long time. I've seen both aspects.
And I think you would agree. This is me going hard in the paint for Tim because he's my friend, and this is who I am. I've never seen that guy do anything. I'm telling you, when the cameras aren't on him and nobody's looking, I have personally seen with my own eyes and with my own ears, heard him go so far out of his way for people, and you'll never hear about it, especially people who are at risk of doing
Yeah, you have to vouch for you here. Is Brian Callen telling people how great you are? It's I'd rather have some random guy in the street talk about me.
Self-harm or worse. Tim has. I mean, he doesn't want me to do this.
He's Batman.
He doesn't want me to do this.
He's Batman. He's awkward. This is like exactly the Louis C.K. bit. It's never the friends you want to stick up for you. It's always whatever version of Brian Callen is in your life. It's like he's actually great.
Yeah. That's how I know Scrabble Beats is a fake fan right there, dude. Why doesn't anyone go soft in the paint? Cooney broke both his wrists playing basketball. He goes soft in the
Yeah, I got
paint.
scars, Daddy. I can't see the scars. Maybe you can. I got surgical scars.
You can't go softer than that in the paint.
Can you though? I broke both my wrists, dude. I'm not even a numbers guy, but all of them at once.
Won't comment after commenting.
I've never
I've never written or
You went right back to it.
He doesn't want me to do this. He doesn't want me to do this. But I have to disagree.
If intelligence is told to back off,
Okay, just so everyone knows, I can fly and see through shit. So I also can control
operation that was allowed and approved.
Please speak on this. I'm not going to say the other stuff. I'm just going to speak on this. Whatever he said, he's going to be held accountable to. There are a lot of these guys, these Delta guys, this guy Tucker, Brent Tucker, he was an A Squadron guy. I'm not fucking getting involved in that. These motherfuckers risk their lives. They went through that for their own ego. I am stepping out of that. I'm not gonna defend him on that. I'm not gonna do anything. All I'm gonna try to say is from what the things I have seen with his generosity and what he's done for people who were really at risk of taking their own lives. I've not only lent my very lame hand at that, whether it was and seeing thing on veteran suicide. Well, I'll do whatever I can. I'm not in a position to talk about this. It's a sacred subject, but I have seen that man go out of his way, including get in his truck and drive places for a very long time to take care of somebody. And nobody knows about it. Nobody
What he just did with the floods.
Listen. We're all complicated as human beings.
Last time I saw Collins today was on
Callen gave this speech. You know what's sad about Callen is if he was on the fucking OnlyFans show. Remember that OnlyFans show he was on? Jerkmate? Yeah, like that show. He would literally say the same shit on Jerkmate. He would fucking, if they asked about Tim Kennedy now on Jerkmate, he'd be like, let me tell you about It's like, bro, you're on Jerkmate. Anyways, so I was coming the other day. He's sitting next to some woman with like gigantic tits and some guy that's Aphrodite. Tell me about the time when playing Tropic. That should be our band name.
And I've known Tim as a civilian as far as what I've seen. I love him.
If you think you're taking down a bad man, and they're going to do this investigation, I hope they reveal what they find. Again, we're going to find out.
We don't know. I would be careful about it.
They're going for Superman, and you're going to find out he's Batman.
I just think
Tim,
Batman's better than Superman.
Yeah, I like Batman.
Batman's one of them.
It's true, he's a human being.
Yeah, he's a fucking homeless cat.
Batman's posting like anti-shot memes.
It's a 3 a.m. friend. I have about 3 of them in my life.
Yeah.
Tim's a 3 a.m. friend.
That's true.
I could call with anything. I don't let my kids date anybody. Oh, we're just gonna take them. No, because if something happens to those kids, you're fucked.
Yes.
I've never seen Down Cornelius posted before, but the apparently guys are going to be doing sort of how Tim Kennedy got in the way during the Afghan withdrawal in the future. So,
Whoa, really? Jeez.
I don't know if that's what's happening. Sarcasm?
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it like that, but
I'm such a celebrity right away. I can't say that. I hope that's not true. If it's not funny, that's a funny comment, right?
That was put off just when
I will kill you. If something happens to those kids, I don't give a fuck. Mistake or not, your life and mine are gonna change forever.
Yeah.
well, it's
I
just
thought
not
you
true.
Yeah.
Tim would say, I want to take Tiger when ice cream go this. I did not even like, yeah, go.
And I
He's one of 2 people ever.
now I have done that with my kids too. And I've done it several times. And so, for me, again, my experience with him as a civilian is nothing but he's one.
Gerard has Superman here. Look at my hair. That's the song, right? That's Star Wars.
Yeah, I think that's Star Wars.
What's the song?
I don't remember.
That's Star Wars.
That's the movie song, dude. I don't know if it's in the you got to see it lions, jeez. They're like, that's a Superman, dude. Superman?
Somebody had to look like
Oh, shit.
Superman's asking his book, now they don't want to vote.
Yeah, everybody knows the guy that did the Superman music is Bad Bunny. Everybody knows that. Stupid.
Superman Part 2.
He's got to be held accountable. He will be for this. I'm not going to step into that. You know, we all make mistakes, and we all. And this is.
I don't know how I got in Argentina, president or whatever, but he's like going through all the different shop goes, like he has on like one truck diaries. Afuera.
Superman's just like, no funciona.
Brennan shop, tiny desk.
And so it's the Queen of England's cabin that they were
You do a tiny
at.
desk, like Gerardo does a tiny desk and like he's like, why everything regular?
That is getting invited to Del World by the Queen. That is like very, very
awesome.
even a Queen's closest friend.
When he's not out fighting crime, he's back in the lab having full concentration. He's in the Fortress of Solitude.
I don't know if he's going
La
to
Fortaleza de Salatuda. I don't know what's Two people is flying out there.
I know I can pay enough attention to geopolitics.
The state's correct. This is his thing to deal with. I'll let the veteran community, especially when they're
They're gonna do it. And then you move on. I'm telling you, this isn't the guy to aim for, create videos, and throw hate at. Listen, parents run so much shit all the time. They go after good people. I'm telling you on this one, folks, there couldn't be a worse guy to try to tear down.
else I think there is.
These folks. So much shit all the time. They go after good people.
Dude, we've seen this coming. Pause. No color. But that's Christian Bopper.
Oh yeah,
That is Christian Bopper.
that is a good. Yeah, he could pull that off. I see it. I'm not me no more. I'm not me no more. You have a good eye for talent. You see, you kind of see things. Correct me if I'm wrong. 5D. 5D chat. You're always like kind of like looking for the next bag. Whereas I kind of just like focus on one bag and then I lose it. You got
If you had me saying potato on Poly Market, you just made a ton of money.
right.
So
Exactly. And like
congratulations,
you're always
Noah underscore 22, whoever that is. Oh, come back.
Facts.
Yeah. What else did I say? No boner loose.
Okay, I will answer it. It does look like he's trapped in something. He's mine. There's mine. Papa is a mine.
It's like my dad.
He puts on the wrong necklace. He puts on blackface. He's like, I'm a mime. But he's meant to mime and he has a blackface.
This is part of that, like, science.
Horrible tragedy today is Brennan Shaw thought he was going to be a mime but put on blackface.
College,
Oh,
university.
that's what gets him. He's Teflon Bran until he does the blackface. He does this, and somehow the rope is really actually.
Could you send me instructions or in DM how to do screen share on
I
Space?
thought you used a real rope.
Can't do it. He's special. He's such a brat. Butthole diligent. Don't be a gatekeeper. It's
That's true.
excellent.
He'd always like fuck it up. Like his clown coach.
This is him sarcastically acting like he's confused about it. He's like, oh, like he's saying about you.
Screen sharing for Spaces, and I said yes, and then he quit 2 weeks afterwards. So I'm sorry.
That's so sad. I thank you anyway. I didn't just come up for that. Second thing. I know you came up just because I was like, I don't know these geopolitical I thought it was so cute because you do know a lot of these geopolitics.
So these functions were like the front door entity to get everybody in one room to talk to each other. But in these rooms is where they talk about going to the Epstein Island, right? These are the rooms they don't have to worry about getting caught on a phone call or wire, where they literally can talk about the other nefarious shit. But this is the way that they get them all in one room together. He was a social life, so he was good on kinds of events.
Those events would be like Davis and Edge Group.
Oh my God, this isn't when he was in Africa working for the CIA. That's what this is. Yeah. That's one of the girls. Her dad.
Did you see the post that I made about Cyril and all of the?
If you posted it today, probably not. I can't look at it.
No, like 2 days ago.
What a weird mix to have this. Why would you have this photo amongst all of that? This is that thing he did in Africa. Remember when they came out last year that he did an operation in Africa with Ehud Barak? This is a photo from that. I forget the name of it. What country would he do this with? Africa. It's just a country. You just have to look it up. Epstein in South Africa or Epstein in Africa. So what a random thing to happen. There's the temple. So weird.
So one of the victims in the post that I had, I believe it might have been Sarah Ransom. was going off and calling out like a lot of people, and she was mentioning the South African.
She was in our space. She following you.
She does not follow me, but she was calling out Cyril from South Africa and the South African modeling agencies being tied with Jean-Luc Brunel in these pleadings that she was doing to Kash Patel and Elena Baba, and it was all from February of last year.
I was just looking at the African trips, and there was a publicized one in 2002, humanitarian trip on Epstein's plane with Bill Clinton, and then they're also discussing that he was over there, basically brokering.
Look, this is how long he's been doing the surveillance thing. In 2005, when his house was raided, there's a property receipt for seven Maxwell VHS tapes of surveillance during sex, during intercourse. So that's VHS. That's how long he's been doing that. There's more than that. There's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 VHS tapes that the police took in the raid in 2005 of his Palm Beach estate. That's just VHS. You know, like the government has so much video of him and probably these other people raping kids. Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't even include New York as well, but it's just Palm Beach.
Also, just with that Africa trip, so it said that he went to the Ivory Coast, Angola, and Senegal around 2012, 2013, and it was to help broker Israeli surveillance security deals in Africa at the behest of the Iraq.
Yep, that was the one I covered last year. I think we broke it.
Hey, Nazi, when you said that, did you say Cyril? Like Cearle, like the Parmesan?
Cyril, Cyril Ramaphosa. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
The Panasonic digital recorder. This is all. So everything that's redacted here on the evidence is of names of victims or co-conspirators. And this is from 2005, right? So that's how long he had been getting blackmail on people. And like that's how far back. These are VHS and obviously digital there. But, I mean, the government has to have just a mountain of surveillance. These are surveillance. This is not kiddie porny downloaded off the internet. This is 2005, right? Like when Pam Bondi said, or whoever Blanche said, oh, it's mostly downloaded porn. That's bullshit. Bullshit. There are VHS tapes, DVDs, CDs, photos. There's all kinds of hard copy evidence of him and others having sex with minors, having sex with kids and other women who are trafficked. Decades of it. Decades.
It's crazy to see these like old school surveillance logs too, especially when you consider this is 2 years before he even got to
Sony micro cassette.
Yeah.
Look, right there, right fucking there, right there. Okay? Tell me, Sony micro cassette statement by blank with juvenile. Right there, a kid.
People trying to say that no kids, like these weren't kids or something, but what were they saying? Like, what's going on?
I was like fighting a whole space one night. They were like arguing with me that Jeffrey Epstein wasn't a pedophile. He literally pled guilty to solicitation of prostitution from a minor. Literally, that's what he pled to. And they're arguing with me about whether or not he wasn't technically a pedophile. He wasn't actually a convicted pedophile. Yes, he was.
Well, and they were arguing too that 15 is like grown, like 15 should qualify as an adult and not be. It's not like they're 8; they were like 14 and 15, so that's okay.
Yeah, the guy is like that's coming in.
Look how long he had doing that. In 2005, they had a stack of evidence against him with all kinds of victims. That's even back then. So what was the point? Let me do some housekeeping real quick, you guys. Go down to the comments section. Please tag me or tag Nocti if you have any comments you want me to see. I can't see them, so I'll have to read them out to me. And if you want to support what I'm doing, the best way is by turning all notifications on to my profile. Go to my account, my profile, hit the bell on all notifications. That way you'll never miss when I post about this stuff or when I post a space. Also, I pay quite a bit of money every month to be able to do this work. So if you want to support me, the best way is by subscribing. There's a pink button on my profile, and I do subscriber only after spaces to give for my subscribers. And we have a subscriber group chat that we throw people in that they all love. So if you subscribe if you want to support, because I pay like $300 a month I do this for a living, but it costs money too. The grok is $300 a month. I subscribe to all kinds of investigative shit. And then all of this shit it all adds up. So if you want to support that, subscribe. Alright. So this is just receipt after receipt of here's a DVR of DVR discs from PBSO. I wonder if that's from France.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai
if we have access now to those things, as if we were going ahead and supplying them from the beach. The way that price should be is when it says to workers, silver which is go out and drink. I'm in a hash, then I will settle off with the shop. That's what we're going to do. So let's have a wait for today. Go ahead, everyone. Hold it down. Was thinking more. When you're baseball spot, making my thinking all of my sponsors still small share today. I will tell you those sponsors so the dedicated short commercials this year is exclusive service levels for all so total sponsors for the month how long they will tell us when the drinks and bistro drinks and food drinks and you can start extending this spicy for the sponsors. Dr.